نمشي شارع النيل أنا وإنت سوا قهوة بمزاج إنت السكر وبقليك دوا يلا يا زولي هناك نجد الهوا الليلة بالليل نمشي شارع النيل أنا وإنت سوا قهوة بمزاج إنت السكر يا قدي ضرب جوجي يا ما بيلي بيلا أنا قايد كل لويه أنت من يلو برلانغاري سكالا غيولو دمورو دوري بوغي دري بولوينو.
Hello everybody and welcome to Sing Sitela Wena. We are still continuing with music and Africa. In the last episode we spoke about how African music was exported to the Americas with the Afro descendants that were slaves and exported back again to the African continent in the form of jazz music, which became Afro jazz and then also gave birth to other genres. We continue in part 3 with Mr. Arnold Maibong Nkala. Hello, Mr.
Yes.
Nkala, and welcome back.
Oh, hello, and thank you so much. Yes, we so talking about twerking and winding, right?
Yes.
So okay, so in Africa again, like these dances that have got great emphasis in the shaking of the buttocks, they also became popular, because of urbanization. And we all know urbanization came about. How urbanization came about? It was through colonization,
Yes.
which killed African institutions. So you see some of the things that were perceived as sacred or secretive before colonization. When colonization came, it destroyed those African institutions that were safeguarding those type of rites or rituals, like the dancing of the buttocks, if I can put it that way. You see, so when those African institutions were destroyed colonization, it made people. It actually destroyed the gatekeepers of this type of music, which is done in a
private setting,
like in a private space. Yes. So you saw in urbanization, people started to dance this kind of music, and for example, in Ivory Coast, a variation of this type of dancing is called Mapouka. That's how they call it. In Zaire and the Congo, they came in the form of Kwasa Kwasa and Ndombolo. I guess you get the picture of the type of dancing which I'm talking about, right? Yes. And then in Brazil again, these Shimmies, they gave birth to Samba music. You see, that's how Samba music came about. And the Samba music also has got this great emphasis on the shaking of the buttocks, right? Am I correct?
Yes.
Yeah. And the name Samba is similar to a sexual role-playing dance called Chisamba, done in Malawi. Do you get the mess?
Yes.
I am not saying
but
it's Chisamba, but I just want you to get the picture of the connection.
Yes.
You see? Yes. And then another thing, African slaves in Cuba, especially those from Nigeria and Cameroon, they started to revive the initiation schools as a way to come up with a strategy of to come up with secretive strategies of defeating slavers. You see, because now information was always being leaked. You see, so now we now get to understand the reason of initiation schools. Initiation schools, they also taught Africans the importance of secrecy. You see,
Yes.
you see, you remember when I was telling you about the Chukun people in Nigeria that they will ask an initiate, "What did you see?" And then what will he say?
Nothing.
He will say he saw nothing. Yes. So African slaves, they in Brazil, they realized that no, if we can implement initiation schools again, we are going to be able to come up with successful escape expeditions or successful revolutions. You see, so they introduced initiation schools, you know, without the knowledge of their slavers.
Okay.
For example, they formed a secret society called Apakua, you see. And the revival of the initiation schools meant the revival of the music, of the African music, which was being done in initiation schools, you see. Yes. And then the African slaves who were captured in Congo, they spoke the Congo language. Yes. So they were also transported to Cuba, some of them. And when they were there, during the time, they revived their African music. But now this their type of music now were now also being modified, you know, and they gave their music a new genre, a new name, or they developed a new genre called Yuka music. So there's so Yuka music of Cuba came from Congolese people from Congo, or slaves from Congo.
Okay.
So the music which was found in the Upper Cuba initiation school, in that school, was fused with the Yuka music to come up with a new genre called the Rhumba music. That's how Rhumba music came about. They fused initiation school music and the Yuka music, and Rhumba was born in Cuba. So Rhumba music was born in Cuba, not in Congo, as many people think. But there's a reason why people say, many people may think maybe Rhumba came from Congo. It's because, to begin with, I said Yuka music came with the Congo slaves. You see,
yes.
So people could sense, Africans could sense that this music is Congolese.
Ours, yes.
You see? They could sense that no, as much as it is from Cuba, but this is us. It can't be. This is us in a refined way.
Yes.
And the Congolese, they easily accepted Rhumba music. You see, and they made it their own, which is why many people, they think that Rhumba is from Congo. You see, and you know, they've made many variants, you know, of Rhumba, like Kwasa Kwasa, you know. So now look at this. They took those dances that we were talking about, the ones that they were now dancing in the urban areas, Kwasa Kwasa and Ndombolo, and they fused it with the Rhumba music of Cuba. You see?
Yes.
So they put spice. So the Congolese, they put spice in their refined music. Yes. And they perfect the Rhumba music. You see? Yes. And the Rhumba music was so easily acceptable, easily accepted in Africa because of the Congolese. You see? So many Africans, they accepted Rhumba music not because of Cubans, they accepted Rhumba music because of Congolese.
Okay.
And they also started to do their own subgenres of Rhumba For example, like in Zimbabwe, I know there's a Zimbabwean type of Rhumba, like in places like Plumtree, there's a certain type of Rhumba which is liked by people like in Plumtree and Cholocho in Zimbabwe, in Matabeleland.
Yes.
And they've got and the prominent musicians of this type of Rhumba, which I'm talking about, which is found in Zimbabwe. We have got Dolores Super Sounds, Insimbi Zaizwane, we have got Mlambos. I believe you know that type of music, right? So that type of music, you see where it is coming from initiation schools. You see, and it's from initiation schools, and the way and also from African temples, and also from Shimmies, and also from Cubans, you see. Yes. And then in South Africa, Kwasa Kwasa was popularized by quite a musician called Arthur Mapouka. So he did a song called Kwasa Kwasa.
Okay.
And he did it with other artists in his label. His record label is called 999. Yes. So the whole group, when they're doing this song Kwasa Kwasa, they refer to themselves as all stars. You see. Okay. So you see now, Kwasa Kwasa now is now being adopted by Kwaito. You see. And in Botswana also accepted Kwasa Kwasa. So, for example, there is an artist, there is a Botswana artist called V. So what V did was he fused Kwaito music from South Africa with Kwasa Kwasa to come up with a new subgenre. I don't know whether it's a new genre or it's a subgenre. It's called Kwaito Kwasa, something like that. Kwaito Kwasa. So you see it's developing like that.
In Zimbabwe, I think it's even more common in Mashonaland. Most of them.
Yes,
yes.
I like my chair. So yes. It actually is common in many places. Yes. And remember, there was during the time of the struggle when Africans were fighting for their freedom.
Yes.
Liberation. There are some Africans, for example, let's say in Zimbabwe, who went for training in other places like Tanzania.
Yes.
So they saw this kind of music there.
Yes, and dancing.
Where they're going.
I was 10 years old when Zimbabwe got independent, and I remember seeing those the ex-liberation fighters coming back and dancing.
Those are,
the music that they brought back and the way they were dancing was totally new,
different,
very interesting. Yes. And they started dancing. Yes. What's it? It's Kokocha. It's Tanzania.
Yes. And this type of dancing, it was banned in many African countries.
I remember
because this dancing
were not amused.
Yes, all this twerking, all this whining was not for public view. So it was banned in many African countries, but now it's now back. It's now back. Yeah, it's back. Yeah.
Okay.
I think even in Congo, it was once banned.
Oh, was it?
Even in Ivory Coast. Sorry, in Ivory Coast. Okay. Yes. Mapouka was once banned, but it's now back again. When that
Ivory Coast is called Mapouka.
Yes, Mapouka is in Mapouka. Mapouka. So you see what happens is there is a government in the Ivory Coast which was overthrown. You know in Africa we are so popular with coup d'etats, right?
Yeah.
So there was this Ivory Coast government which was overthrown, and this government, one of the things that this government had done was to take away Mapouka days. You see,
Okay.
so when this new government came about after overthrowing that one of the things that they revived was Mapouka days, because they knew that they are going to be popular to the people.
Yeah.
You see, yes. So these kind of dances, I remember in Zimbabwe, Congolese music, Congo man, he, elderly people were so angry that someone can dance in such a way. They saw it as sexually provocative.
Was
yes.
that kind of Bongo band?
But yes. When he was playing this song, Hinde money.
Okay.
Money, yeah.
Everybody in Africa knows that one.
yes. So, and then another thing I can tell you about African music and African slaves in the Americas is that, you see, so do you remember? No, I think I didn't tell you this. So Africans, right? They started to be of initiation schools and all those kind of developments, right? Yeah. Trying to come up with a secret way of escaping, right? Yeah. They developed dance moves as a secretive way of communication. So they had dance moves which were secret codes and passwords. So someone will dance like ka. So it will be a sentence.
It's a Morse
you say
code.
Something. Sorry?
A Morse code of some sort.
It's a code. It's a sentence. Yes, like 1, 2 ka. So, and then they will do it so fast before the slave masters saw them. You see, so Africans became perfect in this way of passing, codes and passwords. Such that they started to develop new dance moves. Which became so popular. So for example, there is a dance style called the Mambo or Mambo. A Mambo is in West Africa. A Mambo is a voodoo priestess. You see, so I don't know why they call this dance move Mambo, or maybe it resembles how a voodoo priestess dances. I don't know, but it was a secretive it came from the secretive moves, from these secretive dance moves, you see. So there was a new dance move called Mambo, which did from that. Okay. And from that Mambo, that's where there is the development of dance styles like cha-cha-cha. You know cha-cha, right? You know cha-cha? Yes. You know cha-cha? Yes. So cha-cha-cha is a variation, or is a variant of Mambo dance. Okay. Another dance that came about because of this perfection of these dance moves of machine is dance. Tap dance, right? Yes. So that's how tap came about. You see, okay. Tap dance came about is a way of perfect dance moves. You see, yes. And then another dance move that came from Mambo dance is salsa. You know salsa, right? Yes. Yes. So salsa was developed by the Cuban slaves, or should I say, it started in Cuba by African slaves, you see, or freed slaves, African freed slaves, people who have been freed. So they developed salsa from Mambo dance, you see, and but the people who popularized salsa are the Puerto Ricans, who are based in New York, because I don't know whether you know this, that Puerto Rico is actually, like, if you are a Puerto Rican, you are actually a permanent resident of the United States of America. In other words, Puerto Rico. In other words, Puerto Rico is the sphere of influence of the United States of America. You see, so there are many Puerto Ricans who left for New York in search of greener pastures, and they went with this salsa.
With the salsa.
That was, yes. So many people in the world got to know about salsa in New York, being performed by the Puerto Ricans. You see, so they also did their own variety. They also developed their own variation of salsa. Yes.
Okay.
So examples of musicians, of Puerto Rican musicians who popularized salsa. We have got La India. We have got Mark Anthony. Yes.
Okay.
And then another dance style is tango. Tango dance. You know tango dance, right? Hmm?
Yes.
Yes. So tango dance was developed in Argentina by African slaves from Congo. You see, so the Congolese slaves who were taken to Argentina, they are the ones who developed tango. The word tango is an African word. Actually, it is derived from the Congo word Ntangu. Ntangu it means time, or the sun or the time. So somehow, since we are now speaking of secret codes, maybe there is a secret code that they were trying to pass, which is why maybe it became known as tango. You see, but it's from the word it's from the word Ntangu, which is Congolese. And many people may possibly not know that tango has African roots, you see, because after slavery in Argentina, they tried to whitewash, Argentina. You see, so some of the African heritage, which is found in Argentina today, it is as if it is from the Spaniards or the Latino people, but tango is African from the Congolese people. Yes, and yes. Are we together? Hello.
Hello. Yes, I'm here. I can.
Okay. Yes. So this marks the end of our discussion today about African music.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Ankada.
Yes.
Always, it was really a nice and informative discussion.
Thank you so much. Thank you too.
To Mr. Arnold Maibongengala, thank you very much. And to you for listening, we appreciate your support. If you enjoyed today's podcast, please don't forget to like, subscribe on YouTube, follow us on Spotify and iTunes and all the other places that you get your podcast from. Thank you.
people die on me. Daddy no get salary. Yes, I no see mommy. I no see my mama, but I so step when I no care. Can't let me get worried. My brothers are hungry. Daddy got the money. Make I go bully. I go bully, but I no go class. Daddy, I am sorry. I don't do Yahoo. I don't take Banku. I'm a pastor to one who I you. Mommy just they pray. Daddy just they pray for me. Make it better for me. Me I no go school. Only thing I fit do is to be a Jew. This kind of life will die on me. And you know, look how you want me, love. Shoo-be-de-be. Oh, oh, oh. Yeah, oh, yeah, no, to the next song.